Letter time.
Let's get one.
This is from a young lady.
Okay.
It goes, "Hey, Big Zo podcast. Love the show. Listen every week. But now I have a situation of my own, that I need you guys to weigh in on.
We got you.
So here's what happened. A couple weekends ago, I went out with my boyfriend and my best friend. We were all vibing, had some drinks, the music was right. It was supposed to just be a fun night out. But as the drinks kept flowing, things got a little too loose. My best friend got real comfortable and ended up giving my man a full-on lap dance at the club. Now, I know alcohol was involved, and maybe she thought it was all fun and games, but I was right there. I didn't even know how to react in the moment. My boyfriend looked shocked at first, but then he didn't exactly push her away either. Since that night, things have felt off. I haven't brought it up yet because I don't want to come off as insecure or dramatic, but I also can't stop thinking about it. Like, where's the respect? So my question is, am I overthinking this or should I be questioning the both of them? Love the pod. Please help your girl out. Signed, confused and kind of pissed."
Appropriate.
Yeah. The liquor. Let me just say, you definitely should bring it up. Now, I'm not saying it's a reason to crash out because, yes, alcohol was involved, but that liquor gives you the courage to be who you want to be. That liquor can bring out them true feelings. I've been around cats I thought were my friends. When they get that liquor in them, I figure out just how much he thinks of me, or little, or jealous, or envious he is of me. That liquor be letting you know. I would address it. Now, for as like the boyfriend, I'ma say this, and if he can see this, yo, just blame it on the alcohol, B. You was sitting there chilling, she came and got on you. Now, you reacted all wrong. But again, liquor was involved, so sometimes your senses and your defense mechanisms are lowered. That's why I don't recommend women like drinking on the first date, because liquor can do stuff. But anyway, that's a different thing.
Right.
Yo, if I'm a man, I'm like, yo, it was the liquor. Matter of fact, I might play dumb, man. Like, I don't remember that point. But baby girl, address that, because you never know these days. You never know. That can stem from some behind the scenes activity, or maybe it could have just been things just got they just went a little too far with it. It could go either or, but definitely address it. You're not being dramatic at all. That needs some attention. So give it some attention. It's just about your approach. I wouldn't crash out right away because it could just be nothing. But I will say, I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
You ain't gonna say what?
I don't want to bring race into it because it's a certain black women don't play this.
They don't play that shit at all.
This was a white woman. Okay.
Why?
So you got the certain different rules apply.
They do,
but
they still don't. So
for sure.
Overall, what I'm gonna tell you is set boundaries.
Yes.
Set boundaries. This was a lack of boundaries not being set on your part. So that's where you failed. Certain things should be off limits. Dancing on my boyfriend is one of them. In front of me. Or behind my back. Or while I'm out of town. Hell, I don't give a fuck when. It's never appropriate. Okay? So you have to set boundaries. So in order to set boundaries, you have to have difficult conversations. You need to have a difficult conversation with her. You need to have a difficult conversation with him. And you need to let them both know that, hey, what happened, but it cannot happen moving forward.
Ever.
Because it made me feel this way.
Yeah.
So, no, it is not a cause for a breakup or a cause for fuck this motherfucker or nothing like that. But it is a cause for, hey, we need to have some difficult conversations and I need to set my boundaries. Like, that is crossing the line. Unless you agree to it. Unless all parties agree to it and y'all decide to get a little, hey. But we're not going to blame that on the alcohol. We not going to do that. That is just a lack of boundaries. Because even when certain things happen, when I'm drunk or when I'm high, when I'm whatever, my right mind will kick in quick. When hey, whoa, no, you can't do that. It kicks in quick. I'd have been gone, and somebody done did some shit, and I'd have been like, "Hey, what the fuck you doing?" Like, because that boundary is that boundary is that boundary is that boundary, and it's been set already. You didn't set that boundary and make that clear to them. So anytime you don't set boundaries, your borders are open. Your borders are open. You allow people to creep in and be disrespectful. And more so than anything, you feel away because it was disrespectful, more so than it was malicious. We're out, we're having a good time. You know, we dancing, we kicking it. He out with us. We having a good, you know, liquor flowing. It's a set those boundaries. Let those boundaries be what you rely upon to say, hey, these things I'm not comfortable with. And if this happens again, then said consequence will be the next step that we move to. But have a real life grown folks conversation with her and have a real life grown folks conversation with him. Let them both know how you felt. Let them both know that this wasn't it and this ain't appropriate. And then move forward and make sure that change behavior happens on her part and make sure the change behavior happens on his part. If for some reason it doesn't, then there may have been underlying feelings there or attraction there that you didn't know about, and you invited that in. So again, that's on you. We are responsible for how people treat us. Not necessarily we teach people how to treat us, because I've kind of learned that's, I ain't gonna say that's bullshit, but sometimes that's just because of how a person treats you is more of a reflection of them than it is of you.
That's a fact.
But the reaction to how you treat me is 1000% me. You can do what you do, but I'm gonna do what I do. And just ensure that you do that. Hey, y'all cross some lines. We need to set some boundaries, and then move forward. So,
I agree, cuzzo.
Yep.
Damn, to be in that moment, dog. Like you look over and you see your little shorty giving it up to your mans in there. I'm like, I gotta throw my drink over there. We gotta break that up. We gotta break. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Separate. I think this is. But hey, I agree.
Or depending on a nigga like me, I'll leave.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you want?
Yeah.
Walk out the door.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Away from this shit.
Yo.